Onions, onions, onions. This is a strong onion.
That's one.
What? Huh?
Yellow, plain old yellow onion.
Hello, Coffee Down friends. It's Southern Sunday Lunch. First time this year we cooked a bite. Sunday. Internet's back. Thank you. I see y'all popping on. We're making good old meatloaf. What better way to start out the year than with a delicious homemade meatloaf? And I've been wanting one, and I know y'all think we fix them a lot, but we've not had one in a couple of months.
It's been a while.
It's been a long time.
All I'm doing is crumbling up some bread and putting in it.
Light bread. Y'all know what light bread is? Sandwich bread, some of you fancy people call it. Loaf bread, you know. Sandwich bread. Mom, this was a small one, so how much do you want? I've done put some in there.
More than enough. That's enough.
Well, you're going to take all this because I've worked hard.
You've chopped.
That's right, Mama, that's right. I done got the peas on, and we've done peeled potatoes, and they're done diced up, and they're on. Now, this here is some tomato sauce. We're not going to put any in it today because it kind of falls apart. That's the reason Mama's putting the bread. We'll put a little ketchup in it and a little paste. That'll give that tomato flavor. But this
about a tablespoon of paste in it.
And this is just a tube of paste.
I don't like real white.
No.
Or light meatloaf. I want some tomato color.
I want it to taste just right. How about you, Mama?
I lost my legs. You see it?
For your tube?
Huh? No, for the tube. Yeah. I found it.
The bright red one over there?
I was looking for a white one anyway.
Let's test up this egg. We're going to look in there. He is good. And I'm going to pour him right in there.
Yeah.
This is going to bind him up a little bit. Make it a little better to hold together. He is good egg. 2 eggs. A half. Well, no. All but just a little bit of that onion went in there. 2 slices, you can see. So almost a medium yellow. You can go ahead and put a medium yellow or a smallish yellow in there. Won't hurt a thing.
This was a strong one.
It was strong. Strong, Mama. Strong.
I reckon it is.
Now you got your meatloaf seasoning.
No. Oh, I've got the onion.
Do you want me to go get it?
Is it in the jar? Okay.
It's right over in your cabinet, ma'am. You want some salt and black pepper?
And just a little, because I'm going to put some crackers in there.
So we're going to put some black pepper. This is just table pepper. Right off the table. The table pepper means it's the ground. It's already pre-ground. And when you buy it, it's called table pepper, meaning it's for the shaker. And this is just a dash of salt right off the table, too. And I'm going to help Mama stir. Now, we usually put a little McCormick's meatloaf seasoning in here. That kind of puts all those ingredients.
I'm not finding it.
I'll get it for you, Mom. All right, and I'm going to put, well, come on. This drawer has quit cooperating fully. It does cooperate some.
Well, you'll have to come and get this stuff.
It does cooperate some. I'm going to put just a dash of Bama burger in there. Because this is burger and it is a good seasoning in there. And that's just a dash. And I'm going to go over here and get the meatloaf. You got these taters going, but you turn the piece on?
Not yet, because they'll look.
Hey, Mama, what's it right there say?
What does it say?
Should have laid it on the counter to look for something else.
Oh,
Mama,
down there. I thought it said
it's really little.
lemon pepper.
Let me check them glasses. Have you?
I'm going to crumble up about 6 or 8 crackers.
Mama.
I was looking for, I thought that was lemon pepper.
You thought? You thought incorrectly, madam. You thought incorrectly. Let's see. You have moved. Have you moved your measuring utensilary?
They should be right there in that top drawer.
I know. That's what I was saying to myself. They should be right here.
Something's happened to them.
I'm going to find me I'm going to have to find a Tupperware lady and see if I can buy me some measuring spoons.
Well, they must have fell through or something.
I'm going to use this right here. It's a Tupperware spoon. I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of this meatloaf, and this is McCormick meatloaf seasoning. And ask me what it's got in it. I heard you. It's got breadcrumbs, and it's got wheat, and it's got onion, and it's got spices and garlic and sugar, and it's got whatever it's got. We're going to put a little in there. We have been doing this for a couple of years now. 1, 2, which is equivalent of a package. All them little packages you buy at the store, meatloaf and ranch, they usually have about 2 tablespoons worth of seasoning in them. If you buy bulk, that's how you'll know when you've gotten there. Shall I stir, Mama?
If you want to.
You gonna put some ketchup in there?
I put some, but I think it needs more. I put crackers.
Ketchup is different than tomato sauce, but it has a lot of the same things, but it don't make it, and it don't make it as loose. Because you want it to hold a little bit of.
I need a little more, because I didn't squeeze that much in there.
Yeah, you want it to hold itself together. You want to be able to cut it, slice it, do what you need to do to it. Now we're going to have enough time to make this and show you all, because we're going to use the Micro Pro Grill today. We don't always use it, but it takes about an hour and 15 minutes if we don't. So usually when we make it on here with y'all, we do have put it in there because we want to make sure it's done in 20 minutes or so. And it does get done that quick in here. And don't ask me, is it good? I'm going to tell you right now. You don't even have to waste your fingers. It tastes delicious in the microwave. It does not get tough. It is juicy. It does brown. It's wonderful in the moment.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even going to put any grease, nothing in here. I'm just going to put it in here. Now, this comes with separate purchase. You can buy a ring and make a little bitty one. We don't do that. We just put the whole meatloaf in here. And it comes out delicious. And if you're thinking, he's trying to sell us one of them grills. No, not today, because they ain't selling nothing. I'm just telling you about it. Just telling you. And just sharing you how easy this is. Now, sometimes I make Creole sauce for our meatloaves, and sometimes that's what we want. Today, we both said together, I just want ketchup on it today, because that's the old-fashioned granny way. That's the way my granny made it, and that's the way Mama's mama made it, and sometimes that's what we want. And I have told you all this before, and I stand behind it 100% when I tell you. Unless you just have an aversion to meat, you don't like it, if you can't find a meatloaf you like, you ain't trying hard enough, and you've not tested enough ways. Because I'm telling you, you can make meatloaf out of about anything. You can do taco meatloaf. You can do meatloaf like that with all the seasoned stuff we put in there. You can make it with brown gravy. That's a good meatloaf. You ever tried brown gravy meatloaf? If you don't like this kind, there's tons and tons of ways to make meatloaf. If you're a new meatloaf person, you've never made one before, and you're thinking, I don't think I could do that yet. Well, let me tell you, I'm going to give you a recipe right now that'll knock your socks off. Everybody who eats it will love it, and they'll say, you make a great meatloaf. And if put a little thought to it, you'll realize it's all there. It's a secret ingredient. I've told you this before. Just take you a pound of chuck. I recommend chuck. It's worth a little bit of extra investment for meatloafs, because they shrink and you get a lot of grease and a lot of oil. We'll open this one up about 20 after and see, and if it's got any liquid, we'll pour it off and put it back in there. You take 1 pound of chuck. You take 1 to 2 eggs, depending on how much you think it needs. 1 egg uses enough. You take a half a tube of saltine crackers, 1 jar of your favorite salsa. Mild, hot, however you like it. Whatever your crowd. Know your crowd. So if you like mild salsa and you think, oh, we love that salsa, put that in a pound of chuck. Mama's moving this around just a tinge. Put that in a pound of chuck and put your salt and pepper to taste. 1 jar of mild salsa, 1/2 tube of saltine crackers crunched up in there, 1 to 2 eggs just for the binder. If you can tell when you're doing it how it feels, and you'll have a delicious meatloaf. Now it won't taste like Mama's today, but it'll taste good. It's delicious. If you've never made one, you're gonna like it. You know, we make it that way sometimes.
I not put that on that?
You put it in there for just a second.
I reckon I did.
But sometimes I'll make those. I just got a craving for one because they do taste that salsa, that flavor in it, and it does have some peppers in it. I'm not a big on the peppers, but I can eat it with the salsa because I will eat the salsa. But it's good. It's easy. If you don't like traditional meatloaf and your children don't like them, do they like tacos? Put you some taco seasoning in there. Make a taco meatloaf. Do they like pizza? Put some oregano in there. Put some Italian seasonings in there. Switch that meatloaf over to an Italian flavor. Maybe they like it better. Do they like cheeseburgers? Put you some cheese in it. Put a little mustard in your mix. Put a little ketchup. Put some onions. Put some more tomatoes. Put some diced tomatoes in your meatloaf. It would be delicious. So I say this all the time and I mean it. If you don't like meatloaf, it could just be that you've not tried the right one yet. Because meatloaf is kind of like anything, like a sandwich. To say I don't like sandwiches would be silly. Because you may not like eating sandwiches for supper, you may prefer, but the flavor, I'm in control of that. I can do a cheese sandwich, a ham sandwich, a meatball sandwich. I can do peanut butter and jelly. So, meatloafs are the same way. Our traditional meatloaf menu is what we're doing today. Meatloaf, mashed potatoes, or cream potatoes as you all call it, peas. Mama, if we got, I'm going to pull some eggs and I'll make up just a few deviled eggs. Because I've been wanting some deviled eggs. And that's a good thing to have a meatloaf. And they're good to have on hand. You know, if you're, say you live alone, or maybe there's just 2 of y'all, on Sunday, make you up a platter of deviled eggs. They'll last 2 or 3 days, and they're good. And then tomorrow, if you don't want a deviled egg and you're thinking, make egg salad, all you have to do is chop them up, stir them up in a bowl, and put them on a piece of bread. You got egg salad sandwich. I can make a meal out of 2 deviled eggs halves or 3. That'll be lunch. I'll put a little bacon on it, maybe a little jalapeno. It's good. I like to have them. So it'll only take 10 minutes. Well, the water will have to get hot, but it won't take 10 minutes to boil the eggs. I'll crack them open. I'll fill them up right quick while Mama's wrapping up the other stuff. And we'll be having that for lunch today, too. It can be simple if you want to. What are y'all eating today? Make me hungry. Make me wish I'd fix what you're having. I love the second day for meatloaf sandwiches, Margie. Sometimes I look forward to tomorrow just as much as I look forward to today's lunch because I love a good meatloaf sandwich. Now let me ask you a question. Hello, Angela Britt. A peas salad would be delicious. Oh, Angela, you are so right. It would be. Let me answer our question. Don't want to gross you out or nothing. Do you heat your meatloaf for your sandwich or do you eat it cold? Let's be honest. We're friends. Tell me like a friend. Do you eat it cold? Or do you heat it up?
I heat mine up.
Mama heats. I don't. I want that cold meatloaf sandwich. I know. Y'all like, ooh. Ugh. That's the truth, folks. I love it. I do. Look here. Mama's making some homemade rolls. Looky here.
Yeah, I sure am.
Let's make some home, Mama.
Let's make it one.
Where did you get these? Dinner rolls.
Great
value. Brown and served. Those are different than what I've seen.
I'm going to fix a 6.
6?
Yeah, they're little, and I'll eat one with butter later on.
Oh, you're already planning for tomorrow, too.
No, I'm planning later on this evening.
Mama's planning for supper. Oh, coffee. Today it is gray, overcast skies here, 41 degrees. Misty. But I'm loving it. I can take a day like today and turn it into a vacation. With a cup of coffee and a book. Maybe even a throw. Maybe one of Mama's crochet throws. Just sit out there sit close to the window so I can get some natural light. And just read a book and just go away, wherever that book takes me. I love rainy days. Now, mind you, I don't want too many of them in a row. I'll start crapping about day 3. Sure could use some sunshine, I'll say. But I don't let every day get me in a mood. Some days are good. We supposed to got a little trace of snow last night, and I didn't expect it, and it didn't show. Some of y'all in the area might have gotten it. I didn't see a drop. Did you, Mama?
No.
I ain't heard nobody talk about it. Nothing.
Heard the rain, but I didn't.
We've had some rain, but and I'm thankful for the rain, because that rain will be working in a month or so on these bulbs and these prettiness and the dogwoods and the redbuds. Folks, you people who are about wore out with winter, you're just about ready to pull your hair out. It's about gone. I know, it's January, it's long, but I'm telling you, by the mid-February, we'll start seeing some signs of spring. It's already week 1 of January. So we're not in the beginning. It's 7 days in. So you don't have that many more days in January. Believe it or not, this time next week, we'll be talking about it's half over. It'll be the 15th, 14th, whatever next Sunday will be. I guess the 14th. It'll be half over. Folks, it's flying. So if you don't like winter, if you get depressed in winter, find you something to do. Read a book. Do something. Make hot chocolate. Make homemade something. Do something that puts a smile on your face while you're indoors. Now, I always like a little winter because at least people ain't expecting me to be out doing something. You know, at least it ain't like, well, he ain't been out all week. Do y'all feel that way? That's kind of like living here in Jellicoe. People say, what have you done? I say, nothing. You ain't done nothing. I said, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Because we don't have a bowling alley. We don't have any recreation stuff like that. We just a small town. Thankful for what we do have. We have a grocery store. We have a pharmacy. We're getting a brand new Dollar Tree and a Family Dollar. We've already got a Family Dollar, but we're getting a new one. I'm thankful. I'm thankful. We got a Dollar General. We do. We got several Dollar Generals in the area. Thankful for every one of them. Thankful for every one of them. We don't have any malls. We don't have any Home Goods. I hear these names. Targets. We don't have a Walmart. Our nearest Walmart is about 30 miles, 25 miles round trip for us. You can't just dart in there on your way home, or I can't, unless I'm in another area. Now, sometimes Mom will say, where are you at? Because I work in 3 different counties here, and depending on what county I'm in, I may be close to some really good stores. And Mom will say, stop and pick up. And I'll say, sure will. So I do that sometime. But we have to plan ours a little different than some of y'all. Some of y'all can just, on your way home, stop and pick up those things. But if you don't have that luxury, you do learn to love what you do have. And you learn them products. You learn. That's pretty good. Bless you, Mom.
Excuse me.
You shaking pepper over there?
No, I just was sneezing.
Oh, I slept good last night. I woke up early. I woke up too early. I woke up at 3. And then I laid there and I thought, I gotta get up. And then I thought, no, let's don't do that. Let's lay here another minute. And somehow the Lord blessed me and I woke up 5:30. That's unusual for me. If I wake up around 3, since the time changed, used to it was 4, and I didn't worry about it so much when it was 4 because I was going to be getting up in a minute anyway, but since the time changed, I wake up too early sometimes. Sometimes I can't go back to sleep. But this morning I did. And I woke up feeling good, feeling refreshed, ready for the day, excited about Sunday school. Our church, we didn't have Sunday school last week at church. We didn't have it Wednesday night because we've had a lot of sickness. But this
Still got sick.
we've got a lot of sickness to get. So y'all pray for our folks, and we'll pray for yours. But we've had a lot going on. And a lot of people say, oh, you got to have faith. You can't cancel church. The Lord will protect you. And that could be right. And maybe you're right. But I'll tell you this. Next time you get ready to cross the street in your downtown area, I apply this to the same logic as I do canceling church or something of that nature. I look both ways. I know the Lord's going to protect me, and I know He's going to put a hedge of protection around me and all that. But I believe He expects me to look before I step out. I believe He expects me to use that common sense to say, we better not meet and gather and put people in that place where they have to be together so closely. So it's just a common sense thing on my part. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying that's the way I view it, and that's what the Lord laid it on my heart and on the leaders in our church's heart. So someone said something about, how come you're not at church the other day? Well, we will be there, Lord willing, if we're not sick, if the doors are open. But sometimes I think the Lord expects us to say, you're going to have 45 people gathered up.
Can you say that again?
Oh, she's eavesdropping and she didn't hear what I said and she wants to say it again. Stop, Alexa. Alexa, stop. She's listening. She's listening. I don't know what she's up to. Anyway, that is the way I see it. Y'all probably see it different, and nobody's wrong. It's not for debate.
Yes, this and that's people relish for rest.
Something. Oh yeah. Somebody's sugar's dropping. That causes your sugar to drop, Sue Scott said. Yes, God gave us a brain to use as well. Thank you, Jennifer. That's what I think too. It would be foolish for you to get to the intersection and just pull out and say, Lord, protect me. He wants you to look. He wants us to take those steps. Now, He's going to protect us and He's going to help us. And those who need more protection get it. But I believe He does want us to use our common sense, Deborah. I agree with you. Preach, brother. Oh, I'm not preaching. I'm just chatting. The Lord gives us wisdom and knowledge to use. I agree with you, Mary Jane. Thank you. Happy Sunday, John and Mama. Hey, Robin. Angela Britt, my mama says that and constant over the choir members. Yeah. It embarrasses you. Yeah, we don't want to cough over the choir members, Angela. The Lord helps those who help themselves. Man, I love y'all. These are some great sayings. Coffee time, John and Mama, and everyone here from Rome, Georgia. Hey, Connie. Hello, John and Mama from Dillon, South Carolina. Dillon. I think that rings a bell with me. We used to go all over South Carolina, North Carolina when we go on vacation. We'd take day trips and just see what we could see. And we have found a lot of goodies out there. Over the times, we found treasures, we found places we go back to. We love it. But North Carolina, y'all just one of us in Tennessee. We're just one state divided by a line. We're just right on the same plane. You can't separate us. So we always feel like you are just our state friends from the east. Look at the map. You'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see it's crazy. No, I'm talking about the map. When you look at North Carolina, we're right there with y'all. I love North Carolina and South Carolina, and the beach ain't my favorite place in the world to be. It's the culture. It's the beauty. It's the live oaks and the moss and you all just got such a beautiful place. We got some mountains, and we're very thankful for that. But you just have the ocean and all that. So we're just about that much jealous of y'all. Be honest with you. I used to joke around and say, and people would say, what? It's one of those things that when I first say it, people go, I used to be in tourism here in Jellicoe years and years ago. And they would say, we need a tourist. I said, I'll tell you what we could use is one of them oceans. Now, if we had an ocean here in Jellicoe, we'd have a crowd. And they'd look at me and I'm like, I'm just joking, but it's the truth. A body of water, lake, ocean, anything like that will bring a crowd. People like water. We like water, don't we? We find renewing in water. We find fun in water. People expect enjoyment when they see water, rivers, lakes. So if we have a big body of water, even a nice lake, we got some lakes here in our county, south side of our county, and a lot of people do enjoy those, and we're glad to have them. But we don't have a lake here in Jellicoe. I got this. Now, I don't always do that, but I know what I'm going to have today, a few eggs. So what I did is I put a tablespoon of mayonnaise, Duke's here, just a squirt of French's, it starts with fishes, I mean, crazy. Mustard here, and a little dash of salt, a little dash of pepper, and about a tablespoon of pickle relish. And what have I made? Well, this could be tartar sauce, to be honest with you. This could be egg salad, to be honest with you, but it's going to be deviled eggs first. You'll think about it, a lot of the things we make, a lot of people ask about tartar sauce. This is my tartar sauce. Mayonnaise, mustard, pickle relish. That's it. Dash of salt, dash of pepper. So if I was having good fish, I'd whip up some tartar sauce, and this is right what it would be. Today, when I add those egg yolks in here, though, mash all them up, get them all blended in, it's going to be deviled eggs. So sometimes you think, well, I don't know about making that. So I can make deviled eggs today, turn it into egg salad tomorrow. It would be good. If I had leftover tartar sauce and I wanted deviled eggs, I just use my tartar sauce to make my deviled eggs with. Because sometimes we make too much. And the way we make it, it's the same thing. I'm in a different place for something today. The mirror, I'm seeing double. Mama will be mad because y'all will be able to see her in that mirror, and she'll be over there not knowing she's on here. Somebody bought us these cute little salt and pepper shakers. Look at that. And I'm going to use this one right here. It's got the tricolor peppercorn. See how it works. First time I ever used. Oh, looky there. Look at that.
It comes out good.
It comes out real good. And all you have to do, there's no batteries or nothing. You just punch that top. And I like that. And the salt. This is that gray salt. A little salt. Thank you, thank you. Just letting you know. We using them. Don't know where they got them or anything. They come in a package. Love it. Oh, of course you did, Mama. You ain't gonna let no garbage lay, are you? Mama was that mama when, and you all, some of y'all the same way, I know. I can tell by the way you talk. Christmas Eve, she was gathering up the paper and the bows while you was ripping and snatching. She wasn't worried. She was always getting all that gathered up. And the time we got the presents open, the house was clean and ready to go. Wasn't you, Mom?
I tried to.
She'd come to the house. All right, let's get started. She'd have a garbage bag on her in her pocket. She wasn't playing around.
I usually had you put the paper in the garbage a lot of times when she opened it.
Hey, don't throw that down. Put that in this bag. I'm the same way now. Back then I was like, Mama, I don't want this food with garbage. I want to open this present. Let's have some more coffee. Deliciousness. Are the eggs, I see them boiling. How long have they been over there?
I can't remember now.
8 minutes.
No, it's been 8 minutes.
Mom's got the rolls going. Hi, John and Mama Sandy Carlson. How are you? Let's see, that fridge y'all up. Spencer, Virginia. Hey, Peggy. Where is Maggie? Haven't seen her lately. Is it The Arbor? T.H. Arbor? Maggie passed away.
October 13th.
October
13th.
October 13th? October 13th. It was quick, and she was only really not herself for 2 days. We're so thankful for that. She didn't have a long, drawn-out suffering time. Maggie was old. Maggie was old. We don't know how old because she was a rescue. She was probably 16. When we got her, she was 6 or 7. So she was 15 or 16. She had a good life. I think she had everything she wanted. And she did pass away October 13th. October 13th. It was Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th in October.
You can check that egg and see.
And we had no babies here for babies. And it was a horrible little time. The day after Christmas, they can go a few more minutes, Mama.
That ain't no good.
It's okay. I'll use it. The day after Christmas, a little stray showed up at a co-worker's house. And they knew we had lost Maggie some months before. And we always try to find a stray, try to find a rescue. And he had posted on Facebook that this little fur baby showed up on his porch. As soon as I seen it, I just loved it. And so I called him. I said, "Have you got a new fur baby?" He said, "Absolutely not. In fact, we got a new fur baby coming 2 days from now. We got to find this one a home." And I said, "Oh, well." I said, "Do you want me to foster for you until we find her original home?" And he said, "Yes, I'll bring her over because I've got to bring my fur baby home 2 days from now." So anyway, he brought her. She hadn't been eating and just hadn't been acting. They was worried about her a little bit. But as soon as she came, I started feeding her pepperonis. Let me do that. I started feeding her pepperonis, and she liked them. They were Maggie's leftover pepperonis, and some that you all had bought her, I'm sure, because you all always kept her in pepperonis. And now, folks, this was 3 potatoes. Mama found the sack of the biggest potatoes in the whole world, and we had really enjoyed them. But you're talking a lot of tater, ain't you, Mama?
Oh, yeah. I think we should have only fixed
We should have fixed 2 today, but this will be good for leftovers. But anyway, she ate, and she took right up here, and to my knowledge, now I don't know, I've not been with her 24/7. To my knowledge, she's not left the front porch or the back porch, at least right here around the house. She's not wandered. She's not done anything. They have checked her. She doesn't have a chip. She doesn't have anything like that. And they had run it for a week before. I didn't know this, but the park had her at the park and another dog. I worry about that other dog. I don't know what happened to it. But they've been over there for over a week. And he lives behind the park. But anyway, she had ended up on his porch. And so he brought her here. And she's been with us since the day after Christmas, the 26th. And we were just fostering, and I guess we still are technically. And if the real person showed up, we'd gladly give her to them because that's just the right thing. But we would miss her terribly. And but she's just been a sweet little addition and a distraction. And it was good to have her with us. And
Are you going to fix something out of that tomato sauce? When we opened it,
you're going to pour it over that meatloaf.
I got ketchup over it. But
Put a little. Mama's got that. Show them the meatloaf, Mama. How good.
Ooh.
Look how brown it is and how delicious.
Oh, yeah. And it didn't have much grease, or I couldn't get my knife on it.
You did good, Mama. Can they see you in there?
They can see me. I don't know about that.
Can you see the meatloaf? Mama, surely they can see that, can they? Show them, Mama. But anyhow, we're just glad to have her. And so we were thinking about names, and I thought about naming her something Christmassy since we got her the day after Christmas. And my dad had a dog 10 years ago, and he was debating on a name. And he had chosen between two. And one day he'd call her that name. And the next day he'd say, no, I think I'm going to name her this and that. So we were on the interstate, getting on the interstate, taking him for a treatment, actually. And I said, so, what about the new fur baby? What are you going to name it? Are you going to go with, and I called the wrong name. Gabby, is what he said. I said, you going to go with Gabby? Is that what you're going to call her? And he said, actually, her name is Abigail. But I call her Abby for short. I lost it. I bet I had to pull over. Because you just have to know my dad. He was just dry humored as they come, but yet he was hilarious. And he acted like, you already know that. That's just common knowledge. And I got so tickled, and Mom got so tickled. And he just sat there holding his laughter in. He goes, what's wrong with you two? You know her name. So, the day we had Abby, Mom came out with that. And she said, actually, her name is Abigail, and I call her Abby for short. Well, we got tickled, and we had such a good laugh over that. And I said, Abby sounds good to me. And so that was her name, just instantly. So she's on the front porch enjoying her breakfast. She ate breakfast, but I brought her some treats. If you give her a treat, she runs to the middle of the yard. She crunches on it, and then she picks it up, and she runs to the front of the yard, and she crunches it, and then she brings it back to you to the porch. She likes to brag about it. And so she's been out there running around with her treats. That's what she's been up to. And we come in here and started cooking. But she is a feisty little critter. She can't be still. She reminds me of Mama. She's like a fur baby butterfly. She goes there and there and there. But she's young. She's got to be probably less than a year. She's just in that puppy stage, out of that puppy stage. She still likes to chew a little bit, but I think she's going to grow out of that rather quickly. Don't you, Mama?
I hope she does. That's all I can say.
I got her in the house yesterday for about 20 minutes, which was amazing. We sat on the sun porch. We enjoyed the Christmas trees. We ate treats. We had the best little time out there. And then she went to the door and demanded to be let out. And that was the last of her coming in yesterday. Everybody's telling me, bring her in. She don't want to be in, folks. She don't like it. She's not ever been a house dog. You can tell. She's very apprehensive about everything. She don't like that cooped up city life. She is a dog of her own freedom. We've had that. And I think Rusty was a dog very similar to her, I think. She's not I don't know what her breed is, but she reminds me of our dog Rusty. He wouldn't come in on the coldest of nights or anything else. So that's just sometimes what you have to do.
Did you put cream in them?
Yes, ma'am. All you have.
Okay, here, check that egg now.
So I'll put that right over there. Let's check this another egg for some deviled eggs. This one's perfect, Mama.
Oh, good.
So what are y'all cooking today? We're having meatloaf, mashed potatoes, peas, deviled eggs. For some reason, I think that handle's stuck over here in my way. I'm taking the yolks out. They're hot. They just come out of that boiling water. Is the reason they're hot.
I burnt the rolls up top and I'm doing that.
Let's put some more in there. You get that doesn't ain't too burnt.
They're in pretty bad shape.
I think they're okay, Mama. I'll show you this trick I seen on this thing here the other day. You want me to?
What, on the rolls?
Uh-huh.
What was it?
Grade it off, they said.
Grade it off.
Yep.
You'd have to grade the roll away.
Mama says that ain't gonna work with these. I don't think they're too burnt. They're not black. They're just good and charred. Did you have my broil? Just a burnt roll. That's what happens when you try to film and do your business, ain't it, Mama?
I got to film with the eggs and forgot all about them.
I'll do the eggs.
I mean, getting them in ice water.
Are you trying to say it's my fault?
sure. I ain't gonna take credit for that.
Did you hear? That's a note for later, folks. That's a note for later. She said, of course I blamed it on you. I'm not going to take credit for it. Y'all remember that next time I get credit for stuff. Mama always blames me, and I always blame her. And that works out well. We've always done that.
Ain't nobody else to blame it.
And another thing I say to her all the time, if she messes up on something, and she says it to me too, also, you had one job to do. Ain't that mean? Because she's probably had 14 jobs to do in reality. And she's lucky to get one thing done. But like these poor little burnt rolls here.
They're pitiful.
I would normally say to her, and Mama, you have one job to do. But I don't call them burnt. I call them gold and dark brown.
They're dark
They're not
brown.
that bad. I'm going to eat them, and they'll be good on the inside. Mama, you give me one egg at a time, I'll do them all.
Well, that's how come my rolls to burn. I was,
Fooling with you, them old deviled eggs you
yeah.
surprised me with. Wasn't even planning on fooling with them, and here you pop up with them and cause me to burn my rolls.
That's absolutely right. Not my fault.
Not your fault.
I'm not taking credit for that.
She's feeding me one egg at a time.
I thought I'm getting peeled one at a time.
I'll do them all.
Well, you're getting it ready. I'm going to get them peeled.
That's what we work. You ever seen the baby? Do you do that with your mama or your grandmama
Ooh,
or your
I
daddy?
did that with my grandmother a time. Ooh.
Was your grandmama strict?
She was picky in the kitchen.
My aunt was picky in the kitchen too. That come by, honestly, that strictness. Was it grandma that wouldn't let you come in the kitchen?
So we could go in there. We just didn't help cook or wash
You
dishes.
didn't help to do nothing.
She didn't like nobody to
And she's
cook
just
in
as
her
bad.
kitchen or nothing.
She's just as bad.
You're talking about.
I am not, Mama. I'm making deviled eggs like I was told to.
No, you told yourself to
Here's the way it works here. And this is the truth. And Mama will have to vouch for it because she ain't got no way around it. And people knows her and they know that's the truth. Mama, that's her domain over there. And you can help her in the kitchen over here. And if you're not over here, she'll put you over here. Go over there and do that. Go over there and fix that. Here, take this over there and stir it up. She don't want you over there. Sometimes even when I take you all over there, when she's cooking, she will say, I'll bring this over in a minute. Go on. She don't like people in her kitchen. She's hard to share with her kitchen, aren't you, Mama?
Oh, not really. Not like my grandmother.
Just
You
like
can help with the dishes. Is that good enough?
Oh, that's perfect, Mama. Show them. That looks beautiful, Mama. If I got more eggs that coming to me.
Nope. That's all I boiled.
Okay.
That's all I boiled and fixed. I put ice water on them so that
And they're perfect. They're perfect, Mama. You did a beautiful job. Beautiful job. We're ready to eat. See how that worked out? As soon as I get the rest of this blended up, blend, blend, blend. Look at that beautiful meatloaf. I'm trying to do this with a spoon. It ain't working out as good as it should. Where I mix my mixture up ahead, I should have waited because I did get it a little looser than I normally do. A little looser, but it's going to work. Not bad for not even planned. Let me fill them a little bit here. You can put something in them to stiffen them, can't you? You used to tell me something to put in them.
no, pepper in my eggs. I mean my potatoes.
I did.
I don't see none in there.
Oh, well, Mama, I'm sorry. Did I not though? These are a little looser, but they'll tighten up when I get them in the refrigerator again. I mixed up the mayonnaise and stuff without the yolks. I usually don't do it that direction. I usually have the yolks in there, and then I can blend them up. Usually I put them in a bag, mash them up. Y'all know that. See, there's chunks in there. It's hard to get it with this spoon. But we're not fretting over every little thing.
No, we ain't gonna fret over nothing.
We ain't fretting over every little thing.
You drinking your coffee?
Unless you got tea, Meg.
No, I'm gonna make
Then I'm drinking coffee. Coffee or tea, one Mama. That's all
I'm gonna get my Sprite I had open.
right. Oh, Mama. In the new year, you're going to give up that pop?
No.
No! She didn't even pretend that. She didn't even ever acknowledge that. She really ain't going to do that. But she's done 0. And I'm proud of her just for that alone. All right, folks. There's some very loose deviled eggs.
See, I dropped part of it.
You're doing good, Mama. Did you pepper these?
Yeah.
I think
I have.
All righty. Let's spin it out here and get to eating. So look at this meatloaf. Let's cut us a piece of meatloaf. I'm gonna cut it right out of this Macro Pro grill. Come on, over, Mama.
I'll give you a roll that ain't burnt so hard.
All right, so this is 2 little pieces of meatloaf. They're kind of flat.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Mama, I want you to eat some protein. But look how it cuts right out. It's delicious. Let's lay that right there. Let's get us some of these delicious mashed potatoes. And them garden green peas.
All right.
And I
Get your
kind
plate
of,
off.
oh, yes ma'am. There you go. And a delicious, sort of, could be stiffer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, Mama, you're supposed to know they're fine.
They'll eat fine. I think I've got your fork and my fork.
You do that to me sometimes, Mama, but I don't say a word. I just let you eat with 2. Let's bless it. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful meal. We thank you for the precious hands that prepared it, dear Lord. We just ask a blessing upon their food as we take it in for our nourishment, dear Lord. We pray for every prayer request that's out here, dear Lord. Every need and every hurt, we pray you'll answer it. In your blessed name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right, Mama, try it out. Let's try this delicious meatloaf first. Look at that. Delicious.
It
Ah.
is good.
It's delicious, Mama.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely delicious.
A little warm, but good.
I dropped a pea. All right, folks. That's Southern Sunday lunch here in downtown Oswego. Meatloaf, mashed potatoes, peas, rolls, and deviled eggs.
Burnt rolls.
Mama, I didn't do you like you did me over the eggs and say they sure are, because they're not too bad, but they're not too fluffy either. What happened?
They bake too long.
They're good inside. To roll to me. All right, Mama, say goodbye before you get your mouth full. We don't want to catch you with your mouth
I
full.
know it. It's going to be full. Goodbye, Mama, and God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
You all have a blessed day.
Just relax.
Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.